I will put enmity between you and this woman, between your descendants and her descendants. Her descendants will crush your head, and you will crush her heel. Pope Francis, as well as previous popes and saints of the Church, highly glorify the Rosary. Many of us still do not understand the role of the Virgin Mary in our daily lives, even her power in saving our souls from the hands of dark spirits. The majority of young people aged 18 to 29 no longer believe in God, even though they were raised in Christian families. Because they see freedom from the wrong perspective, for them, freedom is being able to do what they want even though they would be slaves to their own worldly desires. Meanwhile, freedom, according to the Christian faith, is when we act righteously before God by obeying God's will. Then we can feel and obtain true freedom. There are 3 rules given by the dark powers, namely: 1. We can do whatever we want. 2. No one has the right to rule us. 3. We are our own God. Dark forces usually carry out their attacks through 4 stages, 4 Ds. 1. Deception, which will lead us to separation, division. 2. Division, separation, which separates humans from God, from each other and even from themselves. 3. Diversion, diversion. 4. Discouragement, hopelessness. Dark forces are usually very intelligent, hidden, very strong, and destructive, and they want to interfere with our lives in ways that are dangerous and destructive. The ultimate goal is to fracture our lives in such a way that we are drawn further and further from God against Jesus' victorious work of healing, reconciliation, unification, and the more susceptible they are to believing the lies the devil shows them. The devil wants his lies to become truth in the minds of human individuals. Some simple examples of what evil spirits do to separate us and make us isolated are: A. Have you ever found it difficult to get along with someone? B. Have you ever found yourself always being judgmental or critical of someone? C. You feel like old friends are making you tired, and you wish they would just go away and leave you alone. E. Have you ever used every ounce of energy to calm yourself down in a problematic situation? F. Have you ever been surprised to discover within yourself a tendency toward hostility, violence, or lust? Perhaps a desire to exploit someone for your own gratification. We are protected from the influence of the devil through our union with God. Below is what we need to practice in our spiritual life. A. Come to Holy Communion, Mass, regularly and receive Holy Communion. B. Confessing sins through the sacrament of confession. C. Giving our time to adoration of the Blessed Sacrament. D. We also need to do other devotions such as the Karanka prayer, Chaplet of Divine Mercy, devotion to Saint Michael, and so on. E. We also need to use holy water, blessed salt, and blessed objects, and the most important thing is devotion to Our Lady, namely praying the Rosary. Because she is full of grace. We also cannot be hurt by the devil as long as we are united with God in grace. When we go through difficult times or have problems or worries, Mother Mary is our shield, guarding our faith and protecting us from evil. Where Mother Mary is at home, the devil cannot enter. When we invite the Blessed Mother into our home, the devil will not dare to enter. Where there is Mother Mary, the devil's interference will not occur. Mother Mary was definitely the ark in the midst of the flood. Pope Francis said that it is a great danger for faith to live without a mother without protection, letting ourselves be carried away by life as leaves are carried away by the wind. Just like us, we must hide behind the cloak of Mary, the supreme woman of humanity, for our own protection. Her robe is always open to welcome us and gather us. As Christians, we cannot remain neutral or detached from the Blessed Mother because, without a mother, we cannot be children. And we are, first of all, beloved children who have God as their Father and Mary as their mother. Like a mother who waits for her sick child after an accident in the hospital day and night. She complained to the priest who visited him that God never allows just one thing, namely for a mother to take over the suffering of her child. This is the heart of a mother. She is never ashamed of her child's wounds and weaknesses, and she always wants to take over those weaknesses for herself. This is what happens every time we lack hope or joy. Our strength weakens, and whatever the problem, we must realize that Mother Mary will always intervene. She will not take our prayers for granted, and she will never let anyone fall. She is a mother. Let us make Mother a guest in our days, always present in our home, our place of refuge. Let us entrust our lives to her, implore her during the difficult times of our lives, and do not forget to return to her to continually thank her. Let us every day wholeheartedly recite the Rosary so that we will all be safe, both in this world and when we die.